ARP. I think we're live, Bruce.
All right, awesome, guys. We are live. Welcome to the live ARP auto recruiting platform, Google Hangout. My name is Bruce Martin-Gerlach. I'm coming to you from the Jersey Shore. I want to thank everybody for jumping on tonight. Thank all you guys, all my experts down below. We got a lot of experience in the panel tonight. What's up, guys?
Doing great.
Very good,
Awesome.
very good.
Good to be here.
Awesome. Everybody can hear me okay?
Good to be here.
Everybody can hear me okay?
Yes.
Yeah, you're loud and clear,
Right.
buddy.
Great, great. Just checking because, you know, we got a lot of good information to go over tonight. I want to thank everybody that's joining us on the other side of the camera. We appreciate you taking your time out on a Sunday evening. You know, we all could be doing something else, spending time with our family, but here we are looking to generate an income online, something that's been very elusive to a majority of people, 97%. As a matter of fact, and I think we're all familiar with that number. So we're going to, you know, share a mobile marketing strategy with you, you know, using SMS, two-way communication. We're going to share some, you know, making an awareness for you why you may be struggling, and you know, share what we're doing that's changed our results around using a system and mobile marketing on the internet. So. What I want to do is I want to talk to the newest people who may have never seen this before. You're invited here tonight. Maybe you got a text message to your phone and you looked at a website online and you entered and verified your cell phone number. So if you're here tonight, what you're looking at is a mobile marketing tool suite to build any business online. Okay, this isn't going to interfere with a business if you have a business. This is going to enhance what you're doing and expand your business. So what you're looking to do if you're looking to make money online is use marketing strategies to build your business, whether it's email marketing, which has been popular over the past 10, 15 years, and people have made a lot of money with it, or you're just going out on social media, talking to friends, family, and coworkers. We've got a solution if you're struggling doing any of those things, because the bottom line is, network marketing isn't, you know, as easy as it was said to be. So, you know, we have a powerful solution, and like I said, that's capturing a verified cell phone number because people take this wherever they go. So it only makes sense to reach people wherever they are all the time on their mobile devices. I don't leave home without my phone. If I do, probably like most of you out there, turn around and go back and get it. I'm lost without it. So, you know, this has become our computer, it's become our MP3 player, it's become our camera, our video camera. The cell phone isn't going anywhere anytime soon. So make sure you take a close look at what we're going to talk about tonight. If you were invited here, there's a button below that will take you to the person's funnel, sales funnel, who invited you here, because we do these hangouts every night for the entire community of ARP. Anybody that wants to you know, take advantage of our hangouts on Sunday evenings. But, you know, mobile is going to be powerful, guys. Like I said, the cell phone's not going anywhere anytime soon. And the key to really, you know, our industry is a relationship industry, right? So the key to marketing online is having a line of communication with prospects. You need a system. You need to be able to capture somebody's information, and you need a way to communicate with them and build that relationship, because people buy from, you know, people they know and trust. So mobile marketing, very powerful. Not only are you, you know, like I said, you're reaching people where they are, but you have that direct communication. And we talked about it before on these hangouts, how powerful it is, because everybody reads their text messages within 90 seconds. And your email open rates are like 5%, and I don't read some of my emails for 5 days, you know, at a time. So the power is getting somebody immediately when they're red hot and being able to communicate with that person. So if you're new and you don't have a business opportunity, there is a, you know, reseller program. You can generate an income reselling the mobile platform that we're going to share with you tonight. You know, if you have a business, like I said, this isn't going to compete with what you're doing. You can plug your business into the system, and we have leads and traffic that are targeted, you know, for biz ops and various other niches in online that you know you may be in. So we have the traffic, we have a business in a box here. The system's really powerful, so you're in for a treat. So basically, for the new person, like I said, you can resell it. For the person that has a business, you can do both. So you can generate multiple income streams with this system. Very, you know, very technically advanced system. The times are changing, and you know, we're in front of the next trend. You know, we're the early adapters of mobile here with this system. So what I want to do is I want to pass the baton now. So if anybody wants to chime in on anything that I've said, maybe I missed something. You guys are muted out.
No, that's very good. A good intro, Bruce, and to what we're all about, and as far as the importance of two-way SMS texting, and it's important to recognize that it's not a text advertising method, or you get loaded up on your cell phone with you know, banners and advertising and so forth. It's a way of communicating, a very good way for us to communicate with our prospects and with our team members, our partners. And it's very instant, instantaneous communication. As soon as somebody opts in, we can text that person. It's a verified cell phone number, so we know that it's legitimate, and we're not wasting our time with somebody that isn't interested to find out about this marketing platform. And it is very much a solution to marketing everything and anything, whether it's online, internet, or offline, brick and mortar, real estate, you know, anything at all. Everything that any product or service that you need to have exposure to, you need to advertise. You need to expose it. You need to promote. And there isn't a more progressive method that we know today than the mobile marketing method, the SMS. Email has gone continually downhill. It doesn't get answered. People don't look. They've got maybe 6, 7 different email addresses, which they don't read a lot, even of the 1 or 2 primary ones that they do have. So they're not likely to pick up very soon after you've left an email. You might not hear from that person for a few weeks, if any at all. So it's very hard to reach those email people and the prospects. And like Bruce has said, you answer your text message even more quickly than you do a phone call. You know, sometimes if you look at your phone, you're looking at your cell phone, and it's somebody that you'd rather text with, or if you're in a situation where you cannot be talking on your phone, they'll text with you before they'll get, you know, on the phone and have a live chat with you. So it's very effective. And one of the other things that we, you know, that's only 1/3. One of the 3 major things that we have here with ARP is a two-way SMS texting. The other thing, of course, is we have a funnel, and right up front is an application, a survey, that you can fill out, a 22 questionnaire, and it gives us a way to get to know you get to know what your past experience is, what your potential expectations are, your projected goals, so that we can know better how to help you and how to tune you in to what we're doing. And then the other thing is within ARP, the third thing, and we'll go through this in more detail later on here, but the third thing is that we will have exclusive trafficking and traffic packages, so where these are not recycled and old and used up email lists or anything like that. These are fresh leads and ready to buy prospects, and very interested in going forward and promoting to a much higher level their own company, their own product and services, or getting into just reselling the license if they are just beginning on the internet. So, and I'll let maybe Paulie wants to spin off from that.
Yeah, sure. All right. Well, what is ARP? Well, Bruce and Mark is going, down the line a little bit about the list building and, building relationships, because we all know in this game of internet marketing is that the first thing you need to do is to build a list. Okay, the money's in the list. You've been told that 100 times. So the first thing you have to do is go out and get autoresponders and AWeber and get response accounts and start driving traffic to that site. And if you're new on the internet, you know all the frustrations with that. Since you're new, and if you're not so new, you know the frustrations with it too, because maybe you haven't figured out where the good traffic is, or you just like Mark was saying, a lot of this traffic on the internet, especially in the internet marketing world of business opportunities, a lot of that traffic is recycled, reused, and that offer is seen 10, 20 times before by the time they've seen yours. So it's a very tough thing to figure out. So besides the traffic, you have to try and learn and conquer. The other important thing is the list building. So we know everybody's building their list with email marketing. That was great back in years ago, about 10, 12 years ago, when email marketing came out, and you were on the ground floor of that, and those people were building a list to up to today where they have 100, 200, 500,000 people on their list, because we know the problem of the emails not getting opened anymore. Okay, you just seen what Google and Yahoo and I don't know, some of the other ones, Hotmail is doing now. Now they're putting an unsubscribe button where you can unsubscribe right from your Yahoo or Gmail account. You don't even have to go into your back office of AWeber or GetResponse or anything to unsubscribe. All right, and you could just do it there. So just imagine spending all that money into your advertising, and all of a sudden people are going to their accounts and just unsubscribing and getting rid of it. Okay, so that's a lot of dollars being wasted trying to build that list. So I look at it like this, okay? So say 97% of the people are building their list with email, because that's the only way, let's face it, that's the only way you could build your list today is with email marketing, and everybody's doing it. It's oversaturated. For God's sakes, you don't even have to put in a real email address anymore. You can make up any false email address, attach it to a Gmail account, and you'll get to see what's on the other side. So these lists that you're building with email marketing, really, what's the quality of that list? Is it really a quality list that you're building yourself, or is it just a bunch of fake email addresses, fake people out there, and people that are just not gonna see your emails? Let's face it. So what we're doing is we're doing the opposite of what everybody else is doing, because in this game, if you see 97% of the people failing, why would you follow in that, down that road, the 97% failure rate? Wouldn't you want to do what the 3% of the people are doing, which are making money, and a lot of people at the 3%, I mean, there's millionaires online making a lot of money, okay? Why don't you try and find what the 3% of the people are doing and do the opposite of what everybody else is doing? to get success. And that's what we have chosen with ARP, because we have the two-way text messaging platform, which we're able to build that relationship with those people on our list a lot easier and quicker. It's more personable. People answer their text messages. People don't answer emails. Or if they do, you know, it's a couple days later. It's not an instant kind of thing. Within 10, 20 seconds, people are checking their emails. So you got that person while they're hot. You got that person when they opted into your landing page or your lead capture page, that all of a sudden you're able to communicate with that person. You got that person, you got their attention, because they're, you know, they just put their cell phone number into your landing page. So you're able to build up that relationship with them. You're able to be there for them, answer any questions for them, and show them a system or a tool that could benefit any business that they might have. Any business, product, service, whatever. Even if you want to brand yourself, it's good for that too. Because in ARP, what you get when you join also is a custom funnel, which if you have been through the funnel, or if you've been through the ARP lead capture page, it will be set up the same way, but it will be whatever you're promoting, or whatever your product, service, or whatever you want to put in there. But in the same kind of, you know, setup of what ARP's is. You could go in there, change the graphics. You could go in there, you know, change out in and out the video hosting. You know, it's all point and click, and you're able to change out and just, you know, set it up for what you have. Okay, so that is the power in the list building part of it with ARP, is because you're able to build a list that's more targeted and more, it's better quality. Let's face it, it's just a better quality list that you're building. We don't need, I mean, it's great if we do have 50, 60,000 people on our list, but there's a lot of us here that have a couple hundred people that have more sales that people have 50,000 email addresses on. A lot more sales. Our closing ratios, because our funnel is a sales closing funnel, it's set on it's automated for you, so it's for you, because let's face it, most people don't know how to sell. So this system actually does the selling and telling for you. So you don't have to do nothing. You could sit back, let the funnel do the work, and we have data that is performing here at a very high rate. From what Mark was talking about of that paid app of $4.95, because that's a great feature, and we could touch on more on that. I don't want to take up all the time and do all the talking here, but that $4.95 application fee is very, very key to this system. But from that point to sale, on average, this system is running at 27%, and that's ridiculous, because if you're running at 3 or 4%, you're doing well. So 27% is insane. A lot of us down here, we have numbers a lot higher than that, because we're actually working the system. So our conversion rates are double in some cases. And all I could say, man, it's real powerful. A guy, the creator of the system, Don Glanville, has been behind the scenes on this. He's been a system creator for over 10 years now. He has put together for all of us a system that he would be using and be making millions of dollars a month, and came out and wanted to share this with the world. And you know, this is something that's never been done before. This covers everything from A to Z. It's a complete platform, a complete business in a box for any product, service, or anything you might want to promote. It even could go offline. The realtors, I mean, there's talk that there's going to be funnels for realtors and other stuff out there. So it's not only an internet marketing thing, but it's also offline too. So it's what every business needs. You need a customer base. What better way to get a customer base with this two-way text messaging platform? And what a better way to build up a relationship and get to know that person, because let's face it, people only buy from people that they know, like, and trust. That's the bottom line, okay? That's not going to change. So if you think you're going to be sending out thousands and thousands of email blasts out to millions and millions of people out there over the course of a year, it's not going to work for you. Okay. When I first came into this game, I was like, oh man, the internet. All I have to do is get a website, and all I got to do is drive traffic. I'm going to be a millionaire in 3 months because I got the whole world, and I could make a lot of money. And I found out very quickly it doesn't work like that. If it was that easy, everybody would be doing it. So this is probably the closest thing to pushing a button and making a lot of money that you could probably find on the internet. Everybody's looking for that push button software to become a millionaire. Well, this is it, just about. So what I want to do is I want to turn this over to Eric, because Eric's he's a guy that knows Don Glanville from back in 2000. I think it was before 2006, where he had the reverse funnel system, which Don Glanville made a lot of money for these guys that were in the reverse funnel system. And that was done with email marketing and didn't have the leads and didn't have a lot what we have with this ARP system. So, Eric, why don't you talk a little bit about Don Glanville and his systems from the past?
Yeah, sure, Paulie. The systems in the past, back in 04 to 06, were very powerful, and it was really just a lead capture system for people to opt into the funnel. Basically, what ARP has now will not have. We didn't have the lead options at that point. We had to still manufacture our own leads through email, PPC, PPView. For people that don't know what that pay-per-view, you're viewing, basically you pay for a certain amount of views. So we had to do all that, which you spent quite a bit of money doing that. And that funnel was highly successful simply because it really did most of the sorting. It was for that internet marketer that wanted to streamline their business and truly work from their laptop. Like you were saying, Paulie and Mark was touching on, this system, depending on what the individual wants to do, be it small, be it commercial, be it, if you can be in different niches. It's just not for internet marketers. So really want to get that out to a lot of people that may view these Hangouts and wonder, well, I'm a plumber. How can this system help me? Well, there's targeted customers out there that are, putting in their keywords for plumbing services. You'll be able to get those leads going through your funnels, be it a realtor, a plumber, you name whatever niche you're in. There's people out there that looking every day, every moment, every minute in Google. There's truly just millions, just like Paulie was saying, there's as many leads as you want to get through your funnel, you will have access to. So for the small time marketer to the large marketer to the beginner, you won't need to learn any of this stuff. And I really would like to stress that part, that this is truly a plug and play system. You'll have leads, you'll have your funnel. All you have to do is just get lead packs, go through your funnel to see your offer, regardless what your offer is. I'm a professional marketer. I do marketing for small businesses, be it realtors, auto mechanic shops, hair salons, restaurants, and I get them seen in front of their customers on Google. And like Paulie was saying, the thing about email's effective once you have the person on your list. Once you already acquire them on your list, where your message actually goes into their inbox without going through the filters. As a a beginner marketer, Google's algorithm already picks up everything that's in your email and will register it as spam or make money opportunity, and it won't even hit the inbox. That's how a lot of the email services are going right at this point, and email is changing because of that fact. Yahoo's also got the same algorithm that will, if you have certain words in your message, it will be labeled as spam and won't even be seen by your potential customers. So this is what's so revolutionary about the ARP system and the text, the SMS, that people will really get their message directly in front of their customer right then, where they're viewing that message within 10 seconds. So that's the power of it. And back in 04, 07, when I've used a couple of the systems back then that really just did all the sorting for you. I also have a network marketing business that this is solely going to be the marketing arm for that. And it's really kept quiet about it within my team, because we're going to come up, really just blast this thing out and just really knock it out when it starts, because it's the power of the duplication. No longer can a person, have to, come into a company brand new without any marketing experience and be able to reduplicate anything that, their top uplines people are using, because, oftentimes they keep it hush hush what they're doing, and basically just want you just to be on auto ship or whatever and just continue to make them money. But the beginner marketer will be able to come in here and have that success simply because this system is so duplicatable. No matter what product you guys use or what you plug into the funnel, you will have success, because it's all about leads and being able to have customers everywhere. I mean, there's millions of customers on the internet right now, so it's going to be huge. And just take the opportunity now to really look at it, watch the videos, and understand how powerful this is going to be, because this system is a very duplicatable system, and it's going to be revolutionizing the way we look at SMX text.
Awesome. And the key point you said there about email marketing, Eric, was yes, those email works for the person that they already know that person. So that just listen to what he said. Yes, when you already know that person, yes, emails will work because they're looking for your email, they recognize your name, all that stuff. That relationship already has been built up. But when you're trying to find leads and build a list and find customers, they're not going to get to know you, and you're not going to be able to build that relationship up so they trust you through email marketing. It's very tough to do. So I hope you guys all got that. That was really key. Yeah, go ahead, Mark.
Well, I just wanted to make it clear. We've talked about the $4.95, and sometimes we kind of skip over the fact that we're talking about $4.95, and that is just for the survey, and it's a good way for you to get the full story from start to finish from the founder himself, and to gain the knowledge that you need for an informed decision, fully informed decision. There's no obligation. $4.95, the price of a latte or whatever, and instead of just drinking that and being gone, you have something that's tangible that you can go in and get the information that you need to make your decision. So it's $4.95, and you go through the survey. There's two people that look at that. Your immediate advisor, and then the corporate looks at that. So we go through that. Whoever brought you to the Hangout, or whoever introduced you, they'll get a chance to read through that. They'll chat with you about certain aspects or questions on there, and then they'll refer it on to corporate, and then corporate goes through it and determines if it's a good fit. Not everybody gets approved. I have denied some applications, but I think probably only one, and then that person redid the application and it, took it a little bit more seriously. But just for people that aren't quite sure that if they're committing to something that's beyond the $4.95, you are not. You pay that, you fill out the application, and you get the full story very fairly and completely from the founder, Don Glanville, and then so that you know the full value before you have to make a decision. As simple as and straightforward as that. I just wanted to mention one other thing that Eric was talking about, how we're just at the threshold of this burgeoning, market that's going global. There are more and more cell phone centers opening up in countries that have not been very active in the internet before. So this is expanding globally, in a big way. So there's, if you're thinking about any kind of saturation or anything like that, this is you're at the beginning of the wave on this. So there are markets that we haven't even opened up into yet, and there are places I know some of the Middle East and so forth. They have sometimes a bigger cell phone center and more power than just about any place on Earth, because they depend on it. So that is a very excellent way for you to get access globally.
Yeah, also, Mark, I like to touch on if some people have the misconception out there that people won't pay the $4.95 for an application fee, which is entirely untrue. There will be people paying a lot more for that when you have an abundance of leads. There are people that are searching every second for any given service. So whatever service you're offering, there's literally thousands of people going into the search engines and putting in a keyword to become a potential customer for you. I've had hundreds, if not thousands, of people opt for the 10 times the amount of a $5 that's ARP has right now, up to the tune of about $38 for an application fee. And there was never a scarcity or a lack of potential customers due to that fee. When people go to the internet, you have what it's doing. Actually, what you're actually doing is you're not getting any tire kickers. You're getting people that are putting in, buyer keyword terms. So you're getting a person that's serious about any given service or any given product, which is huge. And there is an abundance of those individuals at any given time that are out there on the internet searching for a product or a service. So, don't hesitate on taking action and getting this service because of a $5 application fee, because there's literally thousands of people at any given time typing into the internet, searching for your product, searching for you, whatever service you're offering at that given moment that you will have access to. So it's truly very powerful, and a lot of people really don't understand how powerful, and they think that what happens when there's no people to come. That's just not going to happen. Like Mark was saying, this is global. This is global, let alone the people that are in your state alone or in your surrounding community. This is a global thing, so it's very large, very large.
Here's the other thing too, right? Remember what I was saying before, back to the 97% of the people, what they're doing. Here is another key point, okay, that here's something in your funnel that nobody else has. Nobody else is doing, okay? If you're trying to capture leads and you're trying to build a list, and anybody could build a list, guys, let's face it, okay? But is it a targeted list? All right? Is it a list that, what you're offering people want? Okay? People are just out there building lists, They're grabbing leads from everywhere, but it's all general. It's like, you know, somebody may be looking for a health product, somebody may be looking for an electrician, somebody may be looking for, you know, all kinds of different things. You know, software. So this list you're building, how qualified is it for you? All right, so back to what I was saying. If you were trying to build a list, this is something you would want in your funnel. This is going to separate, sift and sort, okay? It's gonna make that list a quality, targeted list for what you have to offer. You getting the big picture on this? That's what we're here for, okay? These guys telling you out there, the money's in the list, build your list, is all great and everything, but they're not telling you how to build that list correctly, okay? You have to build this list for, you know, for what you have to offer. So how do you do that? How do you do that? You put an application fee in there, okay? You get a survey, and you qualify that person like they're going to apply for a job or something. You know, when you go to apply for a job, they give you an application to see if you fit that spot. It's a match, okay? That's what this is. It's a match for us to get to know you and for you to get to know us and see if it's a good fit, okay? That's the kind of list you want to build. Not just a list with, yeah, just throw a bunch of people in there, everybody looking for all kinds of different situations. Meanwhile, AWeber and GetResponse, they're making the money because they're charging you more and more money as your list is growing. So, you know, let's build the list the right way, not the wrong way, okay? Everybody's telling you to build the list the wrong way. It's not to go out there and get a bunch of opt-ins, you know, like I see it on Facebook all the time. I got 170 opt-ins today. Whoopee-whoop. Really. Are those 170 people looking for a specifically what you have to offer? That's my question to them. I bet you maybe 1 to 5 people may even open up an email on those opt-ins. So what good is it? You just wasted all your advertising money in that. Why would you want to build a list that way? So
Paul,
think about that.
I want to add to that, man. You were talking about the list growing that list, and that email list. You know what I mean? We, on the other hand, we have our own list, but it's not emails, man. It's all cell phone numbers. A list of cell phone numbers where we text them through our software. All right? That's powerful, man. When you start sending your message, I was thinking about this today. If I wanted to send a message, I wanted to communicate, let's say with Bruce, and I say, hey, Bruce, meet me at the Burger King on 74th Street and Boulevard East or whatever, Kennedy Boulevard or whatever. All right, at 4:30 p.m. That's my message. All right, I wanted to meet you there at 4:30. What am I going to do? Send him an email? Which one do you think he's going to answer? Which one do you think he's going to look at first? An email or a text? Think about it. He's going to look at the text and he's going to respond to me. Okay, I'm going to make it. I'm going to be there. I'm going to be late or whatever. But he's going to get back to me fairly quickly on that text. If I was to send him an email, I don't think I'm going to see him at 4:30, man. I'm not going to meet him at the Burger King at 4:30. It's not going to happen because he's going to take him maybe 2 to 3 days for him to check his email. So
I don't read my email.
there you go. Then he's not going to see it. So you know, this is where the future is going, man. Communicating. Businesses are going to communicate with their prospect, with their clients, with their patients, with their whatever, with the list that they have, with whatever product or services, you know, through text. They're going to have operators standing by texting them. You have an appointment at 4:30 p.m. and they're going to the patient is going to communicate with the representative. That's just the way that it is through their phone. And that's you know, this is huge. This is huge. And we have the software. This is it. A two-way SMS text messaging software, man. It's phenomenal. All I can say is phenomenal.
Well, this is a numbers game, guys, right? I mean, the numbers are all here. Everybody knows what the open rates are for email, 5%. Text messages are 97%. So if you're spending your money on email, building an email list, you're throwing 95% of your marketing dollars down the, in the toilet.
Been guilty of that. Been guilty of that. I built what I thought was a list of 11,000 people. And then over time I realized that the open rates were going down, the bounce rates were going up high. And then I look at these emails. Half of these emails don't even look like real emails. So I wasted thousands of dollars building a list of 11,000. And you're supposed to make a buck for every person you have on your list. Yeah, right. So it's just not an efficient way to do business. ARP is very efficient. Everything you need is in one place. I mean, it gets you right to the point of building a relationship with a person, getting to a point where, whether if this is right for them or not, or whatever product and services that you have, there's no a waste of money. And email marketing is not dead. It's a good form of communication with the people that are your customers already. But as a front end, I don't recommend it. So, been there, done that. I'm not wasting any more money. So that's what I have. I just had to chime in on that because that's how powerful the SMS
is. You all agree with that. I mean, you guys got to move with times. We're not knocking email marketing. It's just that it's run its course. It has its purposes still, but if you're trying to build a list and you're trying to build a business online and you're just starting out, or even if you've been struggling and you've been trying to make money online and you've been building your list and you got a big list already, but you can't get you're not going anywhere with it, man, it's time to try something new. And I don't think anybody could argue with me, for everybody I talk to out there, is that mobile is not going to be the next big thing, okay? Nobody could really sit there and say, you're full of crap, Paul. You can't argue with me with mobile's not. So why not go through the system? Why not at least check it out for your system itself? Pay the $4.95 application fee. Fill out the application to see how it works. Because if this thing does excite you and you see the power in this, which especially if you've been in this game for a couple of years, it should just hit you right off the bat. I mean, it's hit all of us down here, and a lot of new partners that I've got into my ARP business over the last year that's been experienced in internet marketing. They'll tell you the same thing. Once they go through the funnel, it hits them and just says, this is what I need. If you're new to internet marketing and this is your first time looking at something, or you're trying to learn this game, we just saved you a whole bunch of time, money, and frustration. So just get back to that. There's a button below here, an access button. Just click that button. It'll take you back to the page, the landing page or the capture page, the person who invited you here, and go check out the system for yourself. And go see the power in this. If you don't get it the first time, go through it again. Watch it again. Because right now, you could be locked in as a founding member. A lot of perks to that, guys. A lot of perks. Some people want to wait. It's going to cost you more if you wait. Once we go live here, it's going to cost you a lot more to get involved. So if you want to save some money, get in now. Start building that list, because we have the system is working. All right, the two-way text messaging platform is working. Why not start building your list with some quality leads and building up that list and building a relationship with that list, and then start texting them your opportunities you're currently involved with? I mean, right here, us guys are leading with ARP. That's our front door. Okay? Then once they get in the front door, we'll have other multiple streams of income that somebody on that list will want something that what we have to offer. All right, but we're leading with the solution, okay? ARP, by leading with the solution, will generate you cash flow, okay? Everybody needs cash flow for a business, all right? Everybody needs cash flow for their business. ARP is going to provide that cash flow, because we're going to be able to come in, be directed to our traffic co-op, buy as much leads as we want. We know the numbers of our system, how it's converting, so it's just a numbers game. We could more or less calculate how much we want to make. Gives us our cash flow to put back into our business. It's called monetizing. We want to monetize and scale up from there. So once you guys, somebody touch on the funnels that you also get. I mean, ARP is not just a two-way text messaging platform. We talk about that because list building is probably very, very important. Besides traffic is probably right up there. You need to build a list, right?
Yeah.
Because you need a customer base. Traffic you need, but you also need the list. So traffic and list building is very important. That's why we put so much time into this list building, because we have new people coming here every week and may have seen this for the first time. So we just want to give them a fair shot to hear everything too. So who wants to touch on some of the other features of the system, like the funnels, and then we can get into traffic.
I could touch on the funnels, Paulie, a little bit. Basically, a funnel is a simple capture page form designed and designated for your specific offer or business. And what that is they'll see your message, be it a video presentation, a little teaser, and then they will go into that funnel to get more information about your bookstore. Let's say you have a bookstore. Okay, they'll go into your funnel for your bookstore, get information. You could have a short video presentation saying, this is my bookstore. We carry novels, we carry nonfiction, fiction, and romance novels or whatever. Those are targeted leads that will then say, well, I'm interested in that. I'd like to know more about your bookstore. They'll go into your funnel and so on. If you're a realtor, people are typing in information, realtor, Sacramento area. Well, you have a brief little video stating your name, what your agency does, what your success rate is in finding people homes. Then that person will then go through your funnel on your other end. And vice versa, if you have a network marketing business, your opportunity, they'll go into your funnel. So you can have multiple different funnels for them to go in. So that's how the funnels work. And without a funnel system, you're pretty much left out there with either purchasing some leads for 10 or 30 cents, and you're not going to get no quality leads. You're not going to get no serious person who's truly looking to look for a business at home, because you've got Jane who filled out a capture form somewhere on the internet. If she doesn't even know where she did it at, she was trying to win a free iPad, and they're going to count that as a lead. So that's not a targeted lead. When you go actually on the internet and people are actually typing in the search engines, work at home business Sacramento, that person is stating exactly what they're looking for. I'm looking for a business in the Sacramento area. Well, now that's someone that needs to go down into your funnel, see my video presentation, go into my funnel, learn more about myself, learn more about my opportunity. That's a qualified and a potential customer there. So that's how the funnel system works. Very effective with keeping those people who want to win free iPads or anything else out there out of your funnel.
It's not everybody's out there pushing opportunities, right? But it's great. There's a lot of great opportunities. I know there is. I've seen a lot of them. But I always said that you need something to fuel that opportunity. You need a system. You need to find a good system and plug your opportunity into your system. Not finding opportunity and try and just go out there and promote it to anybody and buy and because let's face it, most people don't know what they're doing. They're not doing it properly. They're not being taught properly. So they're listening to these people that are leaders out there that have made a lot of money, but they've been around a long time. They've had huge lists and big following, and they just they're the ones creating themselves a system, and and in some cases they're letting you use it, but it's still like focusing on them, and it's a big mess. I could go on just a hangout just on that alone, but
Paulie, exactly what you're talking about is what the true person looking for an opportunity will say to me, oh, like, when they look at what they just went through to get my information, they're like,
Right.
I want to get that system. I want that, because a true person, even a stay-at-home mother, when they're looking at a system, they want to know, well, how am I going to get people to know about this skin cream? How am I going to get people to know about? They're already thinking this. So if they see Betty there, who's got a bubbly personality that she met in the grocery store, and she's saying, yeah, this is what I do. I just hand out. That mother knows that that's not feasible for her to make a life-changing income.
Exactly.
She's looking for a system that she can plug into, that she can reach hundreds, if not thousands, of people.
Yeah, it's a marketing strategy. But the marketing strategy consists of a system. You need that system. It's just like a franchise. That's why franchises work so well, because they have systems in place. So, and ARP is no different. It's a franchise-like system. All right, it's just online, but without the franchise fees too. So you're lucky for that also. But back to what I was saying is, so it's not the opportunities. I see people bounce around all the time, going from opportunity to opportunity, blaming on the opportunities. It's not the opportunity. You don't have the proper system in place. So that's where you really got to start, is find yourself a system. Now, since I've been in ARP, right, and we've been doing these Hangouts since November of 2013, right, I never heard anybody talking about systems.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Guys, am I wrong? You never really, everybody was pitching opportunities. Over the course of the months now, and over the course of the year now, I'm seeing, especially on Facebook, a lot of these people are coming out with systems. It's all coming out now. All right? I even see top guys that made millions of dollars online now going with talking about systems, not even opportunities. Their focus has just did a 360. And the same terminologies are coming out of their mouths that we've been talking about here since November. Because why? Because they see the ARP system. Okay? Now let me say this. They can't duplicate this system. It'll never be done. So they try and find ways to try and find what we're doing. Okay, and it's gonna get worse when we go live, because ARP is gonna go viral, guys, and you're gonna hear us from around the globe, around the world. You're gonna hear ARP.
Hey, Paulie, you know what? I'd like to chime on what you were saying about people trying to duplicate our system, and they every time there's an original product that's out there. Let's say a Louis Vuitton, a Gucci, a Nike, something that just takes over the world. There's always something out there, and I see them down in Chinatown, New York City. I see it down in Westport. I see it down in all. And there's always some guy selling the fake brands, with the Gucci emblem, the Gucci Louis, the fake Louis Vuittons. And that's basically what's going on here. People are gonna start copying and trying to do the same thing that we're doing. Well, we're the original, we're the real Louis Vuitton, we're the real Mercedes-Benz, because we're the only ones that have it. You understand? We're the real product.
I've been really paying attention to this lately, of the last month, and it's amazing how many people are coming out with systems and talking about systems now. And with the same idea of front door, back door, plugging your opportunities in the back end. I mean,
I don't
it's
care.
like all of a
wanna
sudden
lose the
now
market
they're out.
share.
Okay.
They don't want to lose the market share. That's why. They don't want their people to get off their list and lose the market share. So now they want them to tap into their little system, which is all it consists on is redirecting some traffic that they're getting and trying to, here, now you're getting it. Don't look at that ARP system. It's coming. It's coming.
It's coming.
Open
And
the window,
it's not going to stop.
buckle down the hatch, put the wood around on the outside of the house. It's coming. The storm is coming.
But here's the funny thing. How are they all building these systems? Are all still based around email marketing. You still got the same problem.
Yeah.
As long as you have email marketing.
Where are they going? They're still going to get a bunch of people that aren't going to open up their emails, aren't going to put their true email address in, they still have the same problems. So what are you solving? You're not solving anything.
You're still wasting
Your
people's money.
results are not going to change any. It's not going to be any better for you.
Yeah.
You still need to build a relationship with that list and be able to offer them some value. You need to be there to hold their hand, feel comfortable with this system. I don't think people still feel comfortable with email marketing. I hear it every day. You know, that's why they're jumping on ARP, because they see the power in the two-way text messaging platform. And you know what? This train ain't gonna stop anytime soon, man. When we go live and this thing hits, this will be viral. This is gonna go viral very fast. And there's gonna be a lot of people. There's gonna be a lot of millionaires made here. And I'm not, and I don't have to put disclaimers like a lot of other people do, because this is gonna be a system that is just about a sure thing. As long as you come in and buy traffic, you know, buy a couple of traffic packs and let the system do the work, I mean, our numbers don't lie, you know? Our numbers don't lie. So I just want to, you know, say that and put that out there. But
Well, this is a solution, Paulie. I mean, you know, we're talking about the struggles with email marketing, and there's a solution out there for everybody that's crystal clear as day. SMS, right? Wake up and smell the SMS. That's,
yeah,
you know, I've said that, you know, a couple times that, you know, the numbers are just there, and we're creating conversion data, then we're going to be selling results. You know, we're going to be giving somebody the anticipation of, you know, what they can expect when they come in, they buy traffic, and they send the traffic to their funnel because of the way the system converts. You know, bottom line, I've said these numbers before, if you had 1,000 subscribers, and that's 1,000 verified cell phone numbers, the way the system converts to that application is 17%, and that's across the board. This was before, you know, we even started texting anybody with the two-way platform. This was just the system totally automated, working for itself. That's 170 people that paid for the application. Now, from that 170 people, 27% converts to a sale. So you can imagine about 48 people joining your business from that point. So, you know, that's close to $5,000 residual income. So the question is, how many subscribers do you want? So how much traffic are you going to buy? I mean, at that point, this is a sure thing. I know that I can anticipate that. I'm going to buy as much traffic as I want or as I can, and get as many subscribers as I can, so that I can convert those numbers and keep on, you know, scaling up and you know, reinvesting my earnings into more traffic to get more subscribers to make more sales. I mean, it's that simple. It's you know, join, buy traffic, send it to a funnel, and repeat. Like Eric, you've said, wash, rinse, and repeat. You know, I mean, the bottom line is everybody's looking for a solution, and that's why we got involved. That's why we're using the system. It's because we were looking for a solution. Because we're, you know, people are struggling. Whether you're struggling yourself or not, somebody's struggling. 97% are struggling. So there's somebody in your downline that's struggling. If you're having success, you know, you're leaving people behind. Imagine being able to duplicate everybody in your organization. Everybody comes in and they get 2-3 people a month, say, as an example. Could you imagine that expansion in your organization? I mean, it'd be through the roof. Amazing. So we're solving the problem of duplication for everybody. You know, retention, because people aren't leaving. You know, people are making money, so they're not going to go anywhere. You know, you know, the leads, the traffic, we're solving that problem. There's a lot of things like, you know, Eric, you do SEO, man. No, not many people know how to do SEO. That's not something that's duplicatable. You know, not many people are good at social, you know, networking, you know, and social marketing, because they just can't talk to people. You know, there's a lot of things out there that just aren't duplicatable. And here we have 3 steps, you know.
That's right, Bruce. Not many people can do SEO, and you know, I've done it now full time with my company for 4.5, going on 5 years, and what made me come back into the network marketing is just simply so I can have some duplication and not have to work so hard, because I literally put in 12 to 16-hour days sometimes, just running different apps and different times of the day around the world, because you have to have multiple computers running to be able to do my work and be finished for a client. So, some people, there's probably a lot of people out there that really don't understand this technology. And I'll just put it very simple as this. It's this right here is very huge, other than just calling and texting your girlfriends or your boyfriends or saying you're eating a cheeseburger over on 53rd Street. Because I'm here in Sacramento, 80 miles away from the Silicon Valley. I'm in the Bay Area all the time. And what's very interesting is right off of Van Ness Street in San Francisco, you'll see tons of luxury stage buses come in down there on Van Ness Street. Those buses are for employees of Google, Facebook, and they get on these nice coaches. And these guys, from the moment they're standing there, or they're around the coffee shops, or they're in these bookstores and these delicatessens that we have down there, and they're constantly on this, and they're doing so much on this. They'll open up their MacBook or their Vios or whatever they have, but they'll spend most of their time right on this, and just doom. They're stepping on the buses. I've watched them step on the buses, and they're still looking at this as they step on these buses, and they're going off, and they're the ones that are creating this new technology right there in Silicon Valley, working for these organizations. And these guys get bussed back up to the city. They make a huge, exorbitant amount of money. I mean, they've outpriced a lot of people in the Bay Area. That's happening, and you can see it by just going into the Bay Area. And this is where the technology is going. And Don's even mentioned itself that he's been in the Silicon Valley, talking with people and helping with, so this thing is huge. So if you really don't understand that, I'm going to tell you, this is where the technology's at. There's more small startups here every freaking month using this type of technology. And Mark was hitting on it too, talking about the companies that are overseas that are just growing huge with gathering data and doing stuff with this. This right here is really going to be opening a lot of doors and making a lot of people a lot of money.
They named it right. That's why they call it a smartphone. It's a smartphone. And if you notice, look what's happening with them now. I mean, they're making them bigger. iPhone's coming out with the 6 Plus, which is going to be a lot bigger than the old ones. Samsung's coming out with the notebook one. It's going to be a lot bigger. Why? Because it's like a mini computer that you're holding in your hands and you carry around. It's a smartphone.
It is, and a lot of people really don't sit down and really understand how much they can really do on this smartphone.
Right.
So I mean, it's smart. You don't have to be brilliant to operate it. And what people really should do is play with it all the time to learn. You can't break it. You can't break it. Look, you drop it in the toilet all the time. Hey, I could drop this in the sink, in a full sink. It's not gonna go. It's waterproof. I could keep it in water, submerged in water for up to 30 minutes. So and if you try to take it or something, I'll snatch it back, and then if you try to run away, I can throw it at you because it's so big and knock you out with it. So
Yeah, I mean, even the cell phone companies are giving you a hint.
Don't go fishing. Don't go fishing with it and fall in the lake, because if you have it in your pocket, you may go down to the bottom. So anyway.
Right.
Well, the bottom line, guys, is we're reaching people wherever they go, because, like I said in the beginning, is everybody takes this everywhere they go, right? You leave home without it, you're running back to get it. Whether you're going to be late for work or not, people can't function without it. They just can't. I know I can't. I need it. It's the way I operate now, and this is the way the shift in our society is going. And we've talked about that on here. People walking into pools, texting, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. And if you're not going mobile in any shape or fashion, you're missing you know, a large portion that people spend their time wherever they go on this. Sometimes I sit down at my laptop, and instead of searching, you know, surfing the web or doing whatever I'm doing, I'm on my cell phone, and I'm like, oh shoot, I could, you know, I got a bigger screen here, but I'm on my cell phone. You know, it's just funny how we seem to be more comfortable using the cell phone than anything else because we're on it more often.
Yeah, you know why, Bruce? It's because being lazy like myself, I just much rather just say Galaxy, what's the NFL scores, and it just pulls it right up on the web, and I can see
Oh man, I can't believe you just said that. I just had the scores up. I was going to bring up. I see you wearing your Dallas Cowboys outfit on today because I know you're a Dallas fan, and you wouldn't be wearing that if they lost. I know. I already know they won today because you know I sit here and watch football all day, but I didn't have to get up. I'll just go right there. See, Dallas 26-10. Real quick, get all my results right from my phone.
That's it, man. I can love Romo today. You know,
Yeah.
maybe next week I won't, but
It's gonna be a long season for you, bro.
yeah. Yeah, but you're right. It's just so easy, and with voice talk, you could just whatever you want to do. I could check my emails, I could check my texts simply by just telling my phone what to do, and it'll do it. So it's just a whole lot simpler than typing in stuff, you know. So it's the future, and it's going to be huge.
Hey man, those smartphones are so damn smart that if you go to a bathroom, there's no toilet paper, you can just press a button and toilet paper will come out of it. I mean, that's how smart this thing is, man. I kid you not. That's the way of the future, man.
Hey, it'll be really smart when they can wipe your ass for you too. Who wants to touch on traffic?
Just a real quick thing, like he was just saying, you can do so much with it. I've even seen some people have apps where they can pay for their food and their groceries with it. You can play music from jukeboxes in different locations with. I mean, there are so many things you can do, and with all the different hundreds of apps that are out there.
Get on webinars. You can get on a Hangout. You can be a panel guest on a Hangout on these phones. You could do just about anything that you can probably think of. If you take the time to think about it, I bet you could figure out how to do it with the smartphone. That's how powerful this thing is. And when you have you know what, no matter what, just getting back to what Paul was talking about with the traffic. I mean, think about it. You get into ARP, right? You have a funnel. You're selling something. You go, we launched. You go to a site. You log in. Okay, I'm selling a book about weight loss. I'm going to go to this. Okay, this is weight loss. Pick how much traffic you want. You're sending targeted traffic to a targeted funnel. That's what ARP is. How can you lose? That's, you know, just get in now, because now is a good time to get in. I mean, you want to come in as a founding member, like Paulie said, because there's so many good things about it. First of all, you're going to save money. Click the button, get access to the system, put in your application, answer the 22 questions, take your time with it, be sincere about it. I'm telling you, this is going to bring your business to the next level. It's going to be efficient. You're going to be moving. You're going to be seeing results. Yeah. This is where you need to be.
Without a doubt.
Get in.
Not only if you're going to save money, it's a good time to learn the system. It's a good time. Now it's time you can learn how to operate it, because you get a whole software with this. You know, you want to learn how to text back and forth, because you don't text from your phones here, right? So those of you,
I forgot to mention,
those of you that's you know, on this Hangout, don't get misguided here. This is actually texting from software. There's no additional cost. You could text around the world. For no additional cost. So just.
I forgot to mention, $100 for 20 to 25 verified sound folks. $100. You're not going to get that anywhere.
That's for the leads, yeah.
Period.
Leads.
But
leads. Yeah. I mean, it's a good time to get in, learn the system, start building that list. Like I said, you could still be texting those people, build that relationship, build the list, right? And then build that relationship, and then you could start texting them your other opportunities in the meantime, you know, until that custom funnel comes in. And if you're using it for another opportunity, you could build that custom funnel to whatever that opportunity is, brand yourself or brand that opportunity, and then you'll have a whole funnel for that. But in the meantime, at least learn the system, save the money,
Right.
and get around like-minded individuals like us. I mean, we're all pumped about this thing. We all think the same way. We all want the same results. So why not be around positive people that could get you to where you want to be? So that's my only, recommendation, to tell you the truth. I'm not telling you should join, you shouldn't join. I'm telling you should just at least go check out the system. Go through the funnel. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to your family. This is going to be life-changing for a lot of us. I mean, we're not sitting here wasting our breath and our time on these Hangouts since November because we don't believe in it. We 100% or 110% believe in this system. It's going to be launching very soon. There's a few little tidy things that are tightening up, but this is launching. I could guarantee you that.
Paulie,
This is launching.
I just want to emphasize what you just said earlier too, Paulie. What about the texting? For those who this is out on the internet. This is very huge. The texting, people were probably wondering, well, how can I text someone in New Zealand? Simply, you're not doing it on your phone, so you're not inquiring any charges. You're going through the back office through the platform, and I can literally send a text to people in India, Africa, Norway, New Zealand through the back office. So if let's say you're in Australia and you're watching this, yeah, you can be texting people in America, overseas in Europe, without inquiring any additional fees for texting. Now, if you was to do that on your phone, now you're getting data charges, and if you only have a certain amount of data, then you're getting large charges for that. So this is huge. You are worldwide with this platform, and that's also makes you attractive for individuals worldwide to use this platform because they'll have the same access. They can be sitting somewhere in the southern tip of Chile texting an individual around the world in Japan or somewhere. So very huge.
Now, I want to make something clear about that. The people that are receiving these texts from us, let's say, they're not acquiring any charges either. Just we want to make that clear. It's a two-way SMS. It's coming from the website. And that's another thing you can use your cell phone for, your smartphone, I should say. You can log into your back office on your smartphone and send a text. Just another thing.
Hey guys,
It makes you mobile. You don't have to be behind a computer, and you can go anywhere and send a text to your people.
I just wanted to add something that turned me on to this thing for the newbies out there that are listening in and getting started, how simple this thing is. But I want to talk about the honor and the integrity that the founder, the guy, the genius behind all of it, Don Glanville, when he created the system, he has such love for humanity that he could have kept this for himself. He could have kept all of this for himself and he would have been like the Bill Gates of this thing and kept all the money, but he wants to share it with all of us so that way we can all make money with this thing. He really has a compassion for the newbie, for the people who are struggling out there that he knows they want to they want to change their life. If you take the time to go through the website and you put in your phone number and you fill out the application, and once you fill out and you get approved, all right, you get to watch the presentation. He tells a story about when he used to work for a CEO that he was building a system for. He was building a system for him, and that CEO had a compensation plan for everybody to make money. And then that CEO came up to him and asked him, listen, I was wondering if we can change the system and change the compensation plan so that way the CEO can make more money for himself and less money for the people who are promoting it. You see what I'm saying? And Don says, right then and there, I kicked him out of my office, all right? And he bailed out on him. He said, I'm done. I'm not doing it for this guy. You see what I'm saying? So just because he felt that this guy was making all the money on top, and the little guys who were promoting it weren't getting paid. So right then and there, when I heard that, that turned me on. I was like, this guy's the one I want to follow. This guy really cares for the people, you know, and that's what turned me on about the system. And then when I saw the whole SMS platform thing and the whole thing, when it all made sense, I just went all in, man. I was just gun ho, and that's the kind of heart that he has of building a system like this. He knows how many people are struggling, people trying to look, people being scammed out there, people overwhelmed with information, with learning and videos and all of this, and he simplified this. That's what he does. He builds system. He made it simple for all of us to just watch 2 videos. The getting started and setting up your merchant account. And all you have to do is start driving traffic after that. You're done. All right? When I say business in a box, it's business in a box. You open the box, set up your business, and start driving traffic to your website. And like Eric was talking about, it's a funnel. You get a little capture page. What is that? What does it do? It captures their cell phone number. Now you can communicate with this one person, and you can guide them through the funnel. And then if they want to buy, they buy. You don't have to push them. You don't have to sell them, because the funnel does that for you. It does all the selling and selling for you. I mean, and like you said, the numbers are ridiculous when they finish watching the presentation. They end up buying anyways. So that's basically, that's why it's called auto recruiting platform. This is automated. You don't have to sell and tell and all this stuff, man. You just get them through the funnel, and that's it. It's that simple. And that's why I love Don Glanville, man, and I love my team. I love this business. It's the real deal, man. This is the real deal. I don't know what else to say about that, but the guy's got a big heart, and he could have kept that to himself, and now he's sharing it with all of us. So
I want to chime off of what you're saying, Jose, about Don, because we've said it before, ARP's a gift. Don, like you just said, Don could have kept all this to himself. So we're getting the same system and resources that a 7-figure monthly earner could keep to himself, because he said it on one of the calls we were on. He said, I made so much money in this industry, I had 2 choices. I could walk away or make a difference. And hence we have ARP, because he wants to make a difference. He says it in the first video, so when you click get access, you can watch that video and you can hear it straight from Don himself that he is trying to make a difference, and the system is working. Powerful system. It's a solution for everything out there, all the problems that people are having, traffic especially, right? The custom funnel, so that you're not sending people to your website and they get lost just fumbling around your website. I mean, it takes them through a sales process, forced sales process. It's an online presentation that runs 24/7, 365 days a year, and you got an endless supply of traffic to feed it with. I mean, that's just insane, right?
Yeah.
Hey, people, you struggle in days are over. I can't even say it more blunt than that. You shouldn't. There's no reason why you should struggle online anymore. This is your answer. This is your solution. ARP is it. That's it. End of the sentence. Period. Let's talk about some of the traffic, because a lot of people may be on here saying, yeah, it's a great system and everything, but I don't know where to get traffic. How am I going to get leads? How am I going to build my list and all this kind of stuff? We even solved that for you. Who wants to touch on that? You don't even have to go anywhere. All the leads are right in ARP.
Well, basically, we outsource our marketing to an advertising firm, and they have an endless supply of traffic. That's what they do. They have customers that spend millions of dollars a month on traffic, and Don's built relationships over the years, in the industry, and then he's just giving us the resources that he has. So much like you'd hire a plumber or an electrician to do work in your house because they're going to do a professional job, we're hiring professional marketers that are going to specifically market for our niches that we're requesting: health and wellness, travel, make money online, biz op, traffic, whatever it is. Is
it expensive?
No, not at all. We're we're co-opting all our money together as a community, which gives us the leverage to buy the quality traffic, because the minimum, requirement would be a $10,000 commitment monthly, which most people can't afford, right? I mean, I couldn't afford it, but as a community, we can pool our money together, and at $50,000, we get exclusivity rights, so that supplier can't resell those leads, which is powerful. And never mind the retargeting that we get for ARP traffic. So our leads are going to be followed all over the internet. They're going to see our offer. So powerful stuff, man.
Understand that, man. This is traffic you can't go on Google search. This is stuff that only people with a lot of money know about, because that's the only people that could afford it. You need a $10,000 to $50,000 monthly. Well, first of all, you got to sign a contract. At least the minimum is $10,000 per month that you got to advertise with this company with. We have a exclusive on it, and we locked it in at $50,000. So we have exclusivity on this traffic, and this is traffic. This is the kind of traffic you're not going to find. Okay.
This is Beverly Hills stuff, man.
High quality traffic. Okay, it's buyers, leads. People have the money, is looking for what you or we have to offer. It's plain and simple. And there's an abundance amount of leads in this, so it's not going to run out anytime soon.
Yeah, there's no limit to what you can purchase.
And what you get with that, because you're part of ARP, you're able. We call them traffic packs. You're able to come in, buy traffic packs. You could buy one, you could buy 100. Doesn't matter. Okay, for one traffic pack gets you 20 to 25 verified cell phone numbers, meaning leads. They're not views, they're not opt-ins. Okay, these are leads that go onto your list. Right, 20 to 25 for every $100 you spend. Okay, so and like I said, you can buy as much as you want. So just calculate it out. Our system converts at a certain number, and our back office shows that. So we have a whole tracking system we never really touch on back there either. There's a whole tracking system back there that shows every step of the way of percentages and what your results are. So in our system, it's all about the numbers. Our numbers do not lie. Okay, it's right there in plain black and white. So I know exactly when I run a campaign, like it's not the traffic is not launched yet, but I wasn't the type of person that was going to sit back. I had this awesome, powerful system here. I went out there. I said, listen, I joined this thing. This is my business. This is the solution. Let's go start building it. I took action. Okay, I didn't sit back like a lot of people have done and wait for traffic. Okay. I went out there, I took action. I started building that list, all right? And yeah, it's not the quality of traffic that I'm going to get from ARP, but I'm managed to learn how to work this system. Excuse me, I got a little itch in the back of my throat. Started building relationships with some of the people on my list, and be able to have a 51% paid app to sale ratio. That's unheard of. That's crazy. I have like 317 leads and 38 sales on that. It's crazy. So when this thing, number two is provide me cash flow, right? So when this launches, it becomes residual income. So just imagine the duplication I'm getting with this too, because so Anthony's on my team, Mark's on my team. This is all our team here. And part of my other partners are also took action. So my duplication is kicked in. So you can imagine when we go live here, what my monthly residual income is going to be. I don't have to worry about it anymore, and it's just going to grow from there on. So I see the power in this system. I've taken action in this system, and it's going to provide me the results I was looking for when we go live here. Yes, I know we've been in beta here for a while, and I know there's a lot of impatient people out there, but you got to understand one thing. Rome wasn't built in a day, all right? If you ever been in business before, and, we have a lot of people out there that never owned a business before, so they don't have a clue what goes into owning a business. But things take time, You go out there and buy a franchise because they tell you it's going to be up in 6 months. 9 chances out of 10, it's not going to be up in 6 months. It's going to be longer than that. Why? There's setbacks, licenses, construction, permits, finances. Could be a list of things. So, don't sit back and, look at it as a negative thing. Look at it, take it as a positive thing. Don is tweaking this thing to make it perfect for us. For us. Okay? Be grateful for that.
Mm-hmm.
Don't sit there and say it's not launching or it's taking forever. When this thing launches, it's going to be right. Listen, there's a new system that just launched not too long ago. Already had bugs. You want bugs? No, you don't want bugs. Especially if you're the kind of guy who's going to pump in a couple $1,000s into our traffic packs. You don't want no freaking bugs, do you? Why? Because it's going to cost you money if it's not working properly, right? Sales you could have potentially got. So let them tweak the system and let them make it right. So when the floodgates open up and everybody comes in with this big, massive traffic buy, this system is going to be tested, man, at such a high rate, so quick, that one little flaw in it is going to throw off a lot of people, okay? It's going to it can make a difference of not getting sales and blowing sales for you. So we don't want that happening, okay? This is launching, okay? Not too much longer, all right? I know we've been saying it for months here, but this is launching. We're on the final part of this. Shouldn't be too much longer. What I'm recommending to you guys is go through the funnel, okay? If you want to join us, we'll be happy to take you in, teach you. We're here to help you. Like this was a gift for us. Why we do these hangouts is because, we're sharing it too. We want to help Don share the system, help change lives, because it was giving a gift. It was given a gift to us, and we want to share the wealth. We want to share the gift with other people that is willing to see the value in this system, the power in this system, and really want to make a difference and change their lives for themselves and for their families. So if you want to join us, it's a great time to do it now, okay? You'll be locked in as a founding member. You'll be grandfathered in. It'll save you some money, okay? You'll come in, get to learn your system, all right? We can help you get some, some leads here and there if you tell you where to go to get them, okay? At least start building your list a little bit. So when we do launch, at least you have a little base, a little foundation. And then you can buy the ARP traffic, okay, the traffic packs as much as you want, and then it's over, man. Just watch it grow. Scale up. Cash flow comes in, take 20% of it, put 80% back into traffic. Scale up.
Rinse and repeat.
Right.
Rinse and repeat, exactly.
I didn't mean to laugh before, but I mean, we're talking about, why are we saying that this is in beta when we're converting at 51%? I mean,
yeah, well, it's up there at beta. I look at it as phase one. It's really phase one.
You can build a business now.
Yeah,
how many people have actually stated, oh, we built this. It took us a year to build this system, and it really just took them a month. And the system is crap. The software is crap. You guys have been here for a year. That's what it takes. And you've seen that this is actually being built. Now, Don could open this up a month from now and say, oh, it took me a year. And so many people are like, well, no, it really didn't. He allowed people to come in so they could build a foundation for themselves. He didn't have to do that. So that was a benefit to open that up and say, hey, I'm building it. It's going to take some time. Meanwhile, you can build your foundation. So people really have to look at it.
Not even that. He could have been. He doesn't even charge you monthly for using this system.
Right.
You're using a system for free right now. You freaking kidding me? How many people would do that? Okay,
Yeah.
they would be charging you every month until they launched. Okay.
Well, we've seen it, and we've seen companies go out of business, because they just didn't have everything planned out thoroughly. They were collecting money and they weren't paying out, and they still went under. We saw that with a massive system just recently, and it's Don's doing it right, and yeah, he's allowing us to build our foundations right. But this is a massive system, massive. Don's got a huge vision, and he knows with the amount of traffic that we're going to be sending through this, how many people are going to be coming into it, and and the custom funnels. The custom funnels are membership sites. Okay, so if you create a custom funnel, you can resell that funnel to anybody that joins your business or anybody else in that company, and they get a login and a membership area with all the tools and everything that we have and the traffic for that funnel. I mean, they even got a social feature where they can communicate. This is a big system. This is no joke. And they're building it from scratch. This isn't a third-party software. Don's building this from scratch, so it's going to be constantly, growing. It's going to be a work in progress. So, like you said, phase 1, right? We're in phase 1, Paulie. We're going to move into phase 2, phase 3, phase 4.
What's mind-boggling is it's just amazing how many people out there they just don't know what goes into starting a business. There's another system that just started. I don't want to mention no names, but it's pretty popular right now. I guess you could put the two together. But the guy stated it took him 4 years to build this system. 4 years. For this ARP system to be done in a little over a year, that's amazing in itself.
Yeah.
So, just be a little more patient, people. All right? It's coming. When this thing lands and it's launched, watch out, man. It's going to be a freaking tidal wave that it's going to be a runaway train that you're not stopping anytime soon. So this will be the last thing you do. I promise you that. This will be the last thing you do.
Paulie, I wanted to add something to what you said just a few minutes ago about reinvesting your profits into your business, 80-20. When you said 80-20, take 80% of your earnings. So, for instance, if you made $1,000, okay, in this thing, take $800 from that 1,000. Keep $200 for yourself. Go out to dinner and put $800 back into it, so that way you can get traffic flowing back into your website. Who would do something like that if it wasn't a sure thing? Think about it. Who would take 80% of their money if you knew that you weren't going to make money out of that again? That's some powerful stuff, man. That's as sure as it gets. You take your money, put it back, and buy more traffic, and then you got more sales coming in. You take that traffic, that profit, take it again, and buy more traffic, and then you just keep on scaling. So your monthly income keeps on growing. So you basically give yourself a raise every time you buy traffic. Is what it is.
And you know something? I'm going to call something out right now. And you don't have to do the 80-20 rule. It's just a good way to, get some good really.
Dude, I was thinking 90.
But some people may not do that. But it's going to come to a point where they're going to want to do that because, like we're saying here, it's a numbers game. So the more money they put into the advertising, the more sales are going to get, the more money they're going to make. And the residual is just going to grow. The more duplication they're going to get.
Yeah.
So it's just going to make their business scale up a lot faster. So they're going to want to do it, So I don't know. With that, I guess we're going on an hour and a half here, right, guys? Yeah, hour and a half, a little over. So why don't we start closing it down? Who wants to start off with giving some closing statements here? Ant, you want to start off?
Yeah, hey, it's coming. as Paulie keeps saying, it's coming, and hey, good things come to those who wait.
Yeah.
Right. Guys, listen, I'm gonna close this up right here. Here's the bottom line, man. Let's just make believe we're going to, let's say Jamaica is not an island that we have to fly to. Let's just make believe it's a road trip. All right? We're going to take a road trip to Jamaica. That's me, Mark, Eric, Bruce.
That's Jamaica Queen, right?
And
Jose?
we're all driving down there. We're all driving, and it takes us about whatever amount of hours. Okay, we're gonna get there. Once we get there, which is launch, and we're gonna launch this thing, we're gonna be drinking margaritas. And over there, we got our houses, and we got our Ferraris, and our motorcycles, and our fun, and our lifestyles. And we're gonna be having. And then you guys, I'll be saying, "Oh boy, look at these guys! They're having a blast." I want to get on. And now you're gonna start your road trip. All right, we're already there. And you're starting your road trip, and you know the road. You just get in the road now. Get yourself started. Start driving to your dreams and your goals to where you want to accomplish. Get yourself started now because it's gonna happen. You want to get halfway there. So by the time you're there, man, by the time this thing launches, you're already making $5,000-6,000 a month, and the sky's the limit. You know, you can make a lot of money with this fairly quickly. So. You know, just get yourself started. Just click that link below. Fill out the application. It's $4.95. For God's sakes, that's a cup of coffee. I buy cigars that are more expensive than that. And just fill out the application and watch Don. Go see Don, the founder. That's who's there showing the presentation. So watch him talk to you, talk some sense into you, and then and get yourself started, man. Because this is what it's all about. You want to get your life back. All right. This is about life. This ain't about just money. You get money and you get time because this thing is automated. Like Bruce says, you're gonna have to Google fun things to do in Google because you're gonna have so much time and money you don't even know what to do, man. I'm thinking of jumping off the airplane with a parachute. I want to do fun stuff like that, man. I want to do crazy shit, man. I want to enjoy my life. You know?
They call that bliss. They call that bliss.
Man, so get yourself started and then click that link below, man, and stop wasting time, man, and get yourself started.
And my take on this is, look, if you're here and you're watching this Hangout, that means you need this. I'm telling you, there's nothing else out there better than this. Just
nothing can touch it.
Get going, because if you're here, you need this. That's all I got to say.
Mark.
Well, it's been a great hangout. You know, one of the things that we talk about is how different this is from you see a lot of a few other SMS programs now, but basically what those others are is just a cash register with a bunch of products that you can sell, and it's set up and just fixed. You don't have any branding capability, any uniqueness. This is a patented system put together, unlike anything else in history, unseen. This is just you can duplicate for your product and your system, whatever your service is. You can duplicate the back office and have the stats and have your own bulletin board and so forth. So it's unique to whatever you are selling and producing. I like to, it's been quite a while since I've used the farm analogy, but the horse and cart. If you think of your cart of products, how difficult that would be to try to distribute that out, and without the horse pulling you through the community, and we think of ARP, the foundation and the platform, as the horse that's going to pull all your products in the cart, and coming from that kind of a background growing up, I know better than to get my cart ahead of the horse. You get that cart out ahead of the horse, you got real trouble. You hook up to this platform, you get everything set up, and you can put any kind of product in your cart, and you're going to have success.
Cool. All right, Bruce.
Well, I just want to chime off of what Mark said real quick, because if your cart's ahead of your horse, you're going backwards.
Yeah.
So that's not a good thing. We're going forwards here. Listen, guys. Bottom line is, like I said, it's a solution. We're solving the problems. Recruiting, duplication, lead generation, traffic, retention. You need this for your business. You need automation. You know, this is the way everything's going. Everything, right? Done for you. All this stuff that I just said, done for you. Basically, business in a box. You can plug anything into this, and if that company goes out of business, you just, you know, start over, plug a new one in, and you're set to go. You know, you don't have to figure everything out. You don't have to figure out the traffic. You don't have to, you know, you don't have to learn anything. You don't have to take how-to courses, you know, because everything's done for you. You just plug everything in. I mean, it's plug and go. You know, you don't have to worry about learning the changes in the industry and SEO and you know, marketing on the internet and the changes with email marketing with the unsubscribe buttons. I mean, I got an unsubscribe button. I use Hotmail, but basically, right? Real quick, I'll just say this: my unsubscribe button in Hotmail will not only unsubscribe me from that list, but they're going to send that person an email telling them to stop sending me, and I got the ability to remove all the emails they ever sent me. So not only are they blocked from before I even unsubscribe, they're blocked, and I can remove every single email that person ever sent me. I mean, you can't swim against the tide. You know, you just can't. So you got to go with the flow. That's what we're all saying here. This is the new way. This is the way we're going to conduct business online. Click that get access link below. That's going to take you to the person's funnel that invited you here. Pay that $4.95, fill out that application, and, you know, see if you get approved to view all the information and get in as a founder and, you know, have something to introduce to the marketplace that's never been done before.
Well, that wraps it up for another Sunday night hangout. I want to thank all you guys, man. Always a pleasure hanging out with you guys. Listen, guys, we do this every Sunday night, 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, you know, come back and hang with us again, man. We love doing this. We love just sharing ARP stuff with you. We have a Facebook group, too. It's our own personal Facebook group. There's almost 3,000 members in there. So if you need some more info or you got some questions, ask to join that. I'll leave the link down there below in the comments section. Come in there, ask any questions, somebody answer it for you. All right, till next Sunday. Also, the replay will be up in about an hour and a half, so if you missed part of it or you want to share it or advertise all week, you're more than welcome. You have a link there. Just insert your ARP username and you can share it, advertise all week, and use it. All right, with that, I guess we'll see you next Sunday. Have a great week, everyone, and we'll see you next week. Take care.
I love you,
Good night,
Mama.
everybody.
All right. Good night.
Bye.
Yeah.